Hey, what's going on, my good people? If y'all been keeping up with this story about 15-year-old Kuwan Charles, aka Bobby, y'all know that he went missing in Louisiana and was found dead a few days later. And one of his friends came out and told the mother, Roxanne, that Bobby was last seen with a white lady and her son. And we all went crazy. We like, where's this white lady at? We need to talk to her. Got him. Come on, ride with me. Now, I told y'all that Bobby was found missing on Friday, October the 30th at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And they spent days looking for him until one of his friends came out and told them that the last time he saw Bobby, Bobby was in the car with a white lady and her son. Okay? And evidently, they found out who this white lady and her son was. And they identified them as Janet and Gavin. And on November the 3rd, they showed up at their house to talk to them. So we're going to look at a few of the statements that were made. Now, on Tuesday, November the 3rd, Bobby's father, along with the parish deputies, went to Janet's house. They went to talk to her. And Janet told them that the two boys had wanted to spend time together, but that Bobby later left alone. And they say that after that, it gets hazy. They still didn't have a clear understanding of why Bobby left, what time he left, nothing. The only thing that Janet was consistent about was the fact that she picked Bobby up and brought him back to her house. And after that, she don't remember nothing. Now understand this. Janet is the adult in the situation. She's the parent. She done went and picked up Bobby, and it still don't say from where. So I'm assuming she picked him up from his daddy house. But she then went and picked up Bobby and took Bobby back to her house, which is believed to be in Laroville, Louisiana. That's about 30 minutes from his home. Bobby's parents didn't know nothing about this. And supposedly the daddy, Bobby's daddy, was at the store when Bobby left. And I know some people thought like, did he sneak out? Because remember his bedroom door was locked. And it don't matter. At the end of the day, this lady came and picked him up. And Bobby took the wrong ride. The wrong ride. Jeanette said that the kids wanted to hang out together. So we know that Bobby was with her son, Gavin. So let's look at what Gavin had to say. Gavin pretty much confirmed what his mother said. And he explained that him and Bobby both wanted to spend time together that day, and that Bobby later left alone. Gavin said Bobby got up and said he was leaving. Gavin asked about where Bobby was going, and after that, he just disappeared. So it sounds like to me, Gavin pretty much saying the same thing. Like, look, he got up, said he was leaving, left, don't know what happened after that. So, couple things. In both of their statements, they said that Bobby got up and wanted to leave. And I thought to myself, I was like, why did he want to leave? It almost feels like maybe something was popping off. You understand what I'm saying? And then not only that, you have to understand, Janet was his ride there. So he's ready to leave without his ride? How was he supposed to get home? Because don't forget, he's about 30 minutes away from his house by car. Can y'all imagine how long it would take to walk back? Come on, man. Sounds like to me that something could have been going down. And Bobby was trying to get the hell out of there. I mean, he was willing to leave without his ride. And guess what? After he decides to leave, don't nobody remember shit after that. So what happened? Because it almost feels like when Bobby said that he was leaving, shit got real for him around there. And it seems like those are the details that's hazy to everybody. We don't know why he wanted to leave. We don't know what happened after he said he was leaving. I mean, Janet and Gavin seem suspect as hell to me. And police said that they searched their house and found nothing suspicious. A few hours after they spoke to Janet and Gavin, guess what? They found Bobby's body face down in a creek off Ed Broussard Road. Now, the family's attorney came out and said that the police did not try pinging Bobby's cell phone until 3 days after he disappeared, saying that that's how they knew where to narrow the search for him. So I know it was a lot of questions in the comments about whether or not he had his phone. Like, where was his phone at? And it sounds like to me that his phone, he had his phone. Or at least his phone was found in the same area where his body was. So I'm assuming that they want us to believe that after Bobby left, somebody else got a hold of him. Nah. Because the question still remains, why did he want to leave? And why did he want to leave without his ride? And what Janet and Gavin failed to realize is that there's somebody out there providing more details. Y'all remember that lady that called Roxanne, Bobby's mother? Let's listen to that call one more time.
Hi, this is Roxanne Nelson. You want me to call you?
Yes, ma'am. Hi. My son is, I don't know what you want to say. She's not friends with him after all this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, anyway, to the same story, but he did say whenever they picked up your son, him and his mother, and the stepdad were all tripping, they did some mushrooms. Those ones that are poisonous or whatever, they make you trip out or whatever.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Well, they were all on mushrooms, not your son. I'm talking about James. So when we got there, he left. He said, "Oh, well, then he don't know anybody." So he like kept changing his story. Well, and then the mother, my son went to get in her car, but it smelled strong like bleach. And she told my son, she said, "You can't smoke in the car because we bleached it."
Oh.
And then from what I could understand, he told my son that they found your son's body in a sugarcane field behind their house. So it's like they bleached the car because they used the car to go hide the body, your son.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, then is he really alive?
Yeah. Couple things. I listened to this phone call over and over and over again. And there was a few things that stood out to me. And one of those things are the fact that at the start of this phone call, that lady immediately put out there that her son is no longer friends with Gavin. And I thought to myself, why not? What does he suspect Gavin and his family did? I mean, because that's what that sounds like to me. What does he know? And then a bigger question for me was her son there? Because he went on to tell his mother, because understand, the mother is only repeating what the son said. And one of the things that I noticed in this phone call is that this lady is choosing her words very, very carefully. It almost feels like she's trying to remove her son from the situation, you know? But then her son told her that not only was Janet and Gavin with Bobby, but the stepdad was too, Alvin. Yeah, we found him too. And he said that they were all tripping off mushrooms. And again, how would he know that if he was not there? Now, when I first started researching this case, I read an article where one of Bobby's friends told Roxanne that Bobby was last seen with a white lady and her son. And then whoever this person was went on to say that on the day that Bobby went missing, which would have been Friday, October the 30th, that was his first time meeting Bobby. I got a feeling that this friend is this lady's son. That's just my opinion. I'm not sure about it, but that's just how I feel. And to me, it all goes together because this lady's son has a lot of information, in my opinion. Her son even said that Gavin kept changing his story. And you have to understand this. In this phone call, this lady told us that Gavin was the one who told her son that they had found Bobby in a sugarcane field behind their house. Okay? And so I'm like, why are he changing his story then? The truth never changes. I don't care how you put it, how you spin it. The truth does not change. You know? But her son went on to say that at some point he got ready to get into Janet's car and it smelled like bleach. They bleached the car. Now understand this. Had it not been for them bleaching the car, I could go with the narrative like, oh, when he left, we don't know what happened to him after that. But the fact that you bleached the car, to me, looks real, real bad. It looks bad. Now, as I was putting this video together yesterday on November the 14th, the Iberia Parish came out and said that they are investigating Bobby's death as a homicide. And guess what? Now they're saying that they have video footage of Bobby in the area where he was found. And they said that he was by himself. They said that no one was recorded before or after he is seen on video, quote unquote, for some time. So at some point, somebody was seen on video. I want to know who that was. Was it Janet? I mean, because remember their story? They like, look, he got up, he left, they don't know nothing else. So if y'all followed me over here, like with the Kanika case, y'all know I don't trust video footage. I got to see it for myself. So they need to release that. We want that. The police also said that they gathered evidence at the home of individuals who were reportedly the last people to see Bobby before his disappearance. They said that they interviewed these individuals and are actively tracking their whereabouts. So they watching Janet and them, as they should. They then go on to say that they had spoken to at least one eyewitness who reportedly saw Bobby before his death in the area near where he was later found, deceased. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I want to know who that is. Who saw him? And when you saw him, what exactly did you see? You know? Because now they're telling us that Bobby was seen after he left Janet's home. So I'm like, was he walking? Was he in another car? Who caught up with him? And it has to be more on this video footage because now they're saying they're investigating his death as a homicide. We want to see the footage. The preliminary autopsy results said that muddy water was found in Bobby's sinuses and lungs. It said that the young man did not appear to have suffered injuries prior to his death. Injuries to his face likely occurred while in the water after he drowned. And I was like, what? Because I found another article, and there's a statement in there by a man who helped look for Bobby in the sugarcane field. And he said that he found it hard to believe that Bobby drowned in ankle-high water. I was like, ankle-high? So understand this. If there was water in Bobby's lungs, what that tells me is that he was left there in bad shape. You understand what I mean? In my opinion, he was already tortured before being left where he was found. And he was barely alive, but alive. So who caught up with him? And how long was he out there? Because we all seen that photo that they put out here. There's a lot of damage to the left side of his face. And I want to show y'all something real quick because this really bothered me. I was going over the photo, and then I started to find these, like, I don't know if they're stab wounds or what, but like this picture right here shows Bobby's shoulder, and I got a red arrow pointing to it. What is that? Where did that come from? And that same type of bruising is also found on his head. Same like gash on his head. Now, in this photo right here, I put some arrows around the neck area because it don't look right to me. And I think I'm going to reach out to some other YouTubers that could clean this photo up. But to me, this was no drowning. And they know it. They know it. So, I know his mother and them has done their own independent autopsy. And I promise y'all, we're going to be waiting patiently for the results. Stick with me. I'll be back.
So make the news, nigga, and watch what happens. If you make it over here on this channel, nigga, we on your ass.
Okay.